Hi everyone, it's Ashley. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. As always, I am so excited to be sitting down with you today to do some crafting. Now, today's video, I don't think it's going to have much of a theme. I have a few things that I need to get done right before Halloween. I have some random home decor things, and I actually have a couple birthday cards I need to make really quickly that I need to get out today. So we are just going to jump right in and see what we have coming to my craft desk today. Okay, bringing in my first blank here. I have this little block. I honestly don't remember. Oh, I got it from Hobby Lobby. It was $1.49 and it just says table decor. Now, I got this on clearance, as you could see, and it did have some little saying on it. I simply just give that a coat of white chalk paint and cover up whatever little saying is on there. And then for just over $1, I have a really nice, simple blank that I then can reuse over and over. Now, this blank is just about a 4x4 square. So I saw this little design in Design Space, and I have to tell you, it is currently 2 days before Halloween, and I wanted to get this done because I really want to get it up and display it before Halloween in my kitchen. But it is currently like 2 days until Halloween. So this is honestly more than likely going to stay up a little bit longer past Halloween. But I think that is just fine because this little sign is so funny and my husband will definitely get a good laugh out of it. My husband is definitely the cook in our marriage, so I think that he will find this little sign super funny. And like I said, it is like in the theme for Halloween, but in my kitchen, it could stay up all year long. So we're just going to have a little fun with this. So just bring in a piece of scrap transfer tape that I used for our last set of crafts. I'm just going to go ahead and cut down a piece big enough to fit my design here. And then burnishing that front and back, I'm going to, with my design still face down, I'm then going to try to remove that carrier sheet. I want my vinyl to stay down on the transfer tape. Okay, and then just bringing in my design. I'm going to try to get this as centered on my blank as I can. Okay, and then just trying to get that as centered as I can on my blank. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to bring in my burnishing tool here. And just try to get this laid down. And here we go. Here is our first little blank all done. It just says, "My cooking is to die for." And I plan to display this in our kitchen. Just a fun, funny little piece of decor for the holiday season. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to craft number 2. Okay, so bringing in my second blank here, this is just a little magnet from the Dollar Tree. Now, you guys have seen me do magnets on my channel. However, in my local Dollar Tree, I have never seen like different shaped magnets, I don't believe. So I usually always get like the rectangle, and I always say that I like to pick those up to redo them because they have a really nice substantial magnet on the back. And because my daughter is in pre-K, we get a lot of artwork home every single week. So in my home, we are always in need of a magnet. So it's just one of those things that I like to keep on hand. And that way, if I see a design that I really like, it's just a really nice, simple way to bring a design that you enjoy into your home. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with this little magnet. Like I said, I've only ever seen the rectangle ones, I'm pretty sure. So when I saw the circle one, I just thought, what a cute opportunity for just a little bit of a change in shape, right? So with that being said, I've had this design saved forever. And as you can see, it's more of like a circular design. So I've just been kind of waiting for the perfect blank. And I think that this is going to make such a sweet little magnet. So once again, just bringing in my piece of transfer tape. It's actually the same one we just used. Just trying to get that as centered in my magnet. And then I'm going to burnish it down using our burnishing tool. Okay, so that first layer came out really, really nicely. I did that in like a darker gray color. So that's great if you're looking for something a little less harsh than black. And then just the sweetest little addition is the little hearts, which I cut out in a really pretty pink color. So I'm just going to try to get this layered here. Just ensuring that none of my hearts are overlapping any of the lettering. And there we go, just like that, a little magnet all done. I absolutely love this. I also think that this makes a really cute gift. I personally would love to gift a little magnet like this. I think it's so sweet. But there's craft number 2. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so next up, on a recent trip to Hobby Lobby, I found this really, really beautiful frame. Now, this was on clearance for $4.99, and I picked it up and I really fell in love with the natural wood color with the addition of the really pretty like white frame around it. And I had an idea to make this into a little piece of art for my home. So with that being said, let's see if we can kind of work through this together and see if I can get this to come to life. So I did cut out a piece of scrapbook paper, and I just picked one that I thought would complement my home and kind of the feel I was going for. So I am going to try to get this scrapbook paper just kind of secured to the back of the picture frame using a piece of tape. Okay, so that'll look something like that. Now, because I am a person that I like to keep my cost low and I like to do things as much as I can, I'm going to choose to do this in a way that makes this design temporary, right? And it makes it very easy for me to kind of go in and redo it. Because I do really enjoy this picture frame. I'm not sure that I want to leave it like this. I might one day want to use it as an actual picture frame or just change the sentiment, you know? So with that being said, I'm going to choose to do this in a way, like I said, that is a little more temporary. However, if you want to do something like this and make it more permanent, I would definitely take your design and put it on the outside of the glass. Like, I think that that would look absolutely stunning. It would be so, so pretty. And what I like about that is you can still like change your scrapbook paper out really, really easily. So even if it's like a sentiment that you really love, right? Maybe you could put the sentiment on the glass, and then that way you always have the option to change the paper, just not necessarily the sentiment. I personally have never, I don't think, tried to get vinyl off of glass. I just don't think that they would be very successful. However, I'm sure that there are plenty of people that do it. I'm sure that you can. It's just kind of my 2 cents in how I would approach it. But as always, please feel free to take this in any direction that you like. It's so great because you can really just customize things to truly fit your home and how you like to craft. Okay, so that is the same Hobby Lobby brand vinyl that has given me a hard time. I'm slowly kind of making my way through it. Okay, so this was my idea, but as you can see, I do not feel like the text is showing up on this. So very quickly, I'll just change out that paper to one that is just a little darker, right? So that way this has just a little bit more contrast and is a little easier to read. Okay, now this is that same piece of transfer tape, so it's not like super sticky anymore. Okay, guys, so here is how my frame came out. I think that changing that scrapbook paper was absolutely the way to go. I'm trying not to get a big glare on the glass there, but I absolutely love the way this came out. And like I said, this is super easy for me to change and repurpose. However, if you like to make this a little more permanent, I would just put your sentiment on the glass, and then that way you can always change your paper out and still like be able to customize it. However, just keep the sentiment. For me, however, this is still perfectly able to be used as a frame, and I absolutely love that. All right, guys, that is craft number 3. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so next up, I have this little, just says decor from the Dollar Tree. I found this on my last trip. It was $1.25, and it's just a little, I don't know, like pedestal, but I really enjoy the color. It's a really pretty, like natural wood color with the really pretty natural wood beads. Now, I plan to set this in my kitchen right next to our sink. And I like to keep some hand soap and a candle there. So I'm going to put the candle and the soap on this little tray here. And I think that'll just be so, so sweet. Okay, so just trying to trim this really close so I can get it nice and snug to this corner. So I'm thinking something like that. And if you can't see yet, I will show you in just a moment. It just says thankful. And as we kind of wrap up Halloween and move into Thanksgiving, I thought that this would be a nice addition to that space. So just coming in with my Easy Press Mini, I do have it on medium, which is the second wavy line. I'm simply going to just kind of monitor what's in front of me. I'm going to slowly just kind of give this some heat until I see that it is laying down. And I did cut this out of a glitter iron-on. I actually have a couple shirts we're gonna get done today. And I cut this out at the same time I was cutting the shirts, which is why I decided to cut it out of iron-on. Originally, I was just gonna cut it out of just regular vinyl, but I had a little scrap and I figured I would just use it for this. And I absolutely love the way that came out. Okay, guys, so just like that, my little tray all done. Let's go ahead and move on to our next craft. So let's just go ahead and get this design weeded. Now, this is going to be a shirt for my mother-in-law. It was her birthday, and I'm not going to tell you guys how many days ago her birthday was because I am very late to getting this to her. However, I know that she will so appreciate it no matter how late it is. So we're gonna go ahead and get this done for her today. Oops. Now I have had this cut out since last time I filmed, so I don't think I'm gonna have any issues. It's weeding perfectly so far. This is the same white glitter vinyl I have used multiple times in my videos. It is linked below if you're interested. It is one of my absolute favorites. I love it. It is super easy to work with, and I just always have very, very good luck with it. So I am definitely kind of a creature of habit. I tend to kind of just stick with things that I know. So this has been a great iron-on for me, and I love to use it. I love the look of it. And as you can see, it just says, "Bless Nana." So just bringing in my shirt here, I'm going to simply start by simply putting my Easy Press on here. I'm going to just warm up my shirt for just a few seconds in the area where I'll be placing my design. And pre-pressing your shirt is going to do a couple different things. It's going to remove any moisture that may be in your shirt from either washing, drying, or like I live in Florida, so it is just a more humid climate. And it also will just give you a really nice area to work on without any wrinkles. Because I do not usually wash my shirts before I put any iron-on on them, just because, as I've said before, I typically will just get something and throw it in my craft room, and it just sits there until I am able to get into my craft room and craft with it. I eventually would love to get to the point where, you know, all of my shirts are washed before I put any designs on them, but I'm doing the best I can, and that's what it looks like today. Okay, so now just very quickly, you guys did see me very quickly go in and just very loosely kind of fold my shirt in half at the shoulder seams. And then I just gave it a very quick press, and that will just give me just kind of a very basic idea of where the middle of my shirt is. Now bringing in my design, I'm going to kind of start trying to get this positioned where I would like it. I'm pretty sure I got this shirt at Hobby Lobby, and I love the color. It is just the prettiest kind of mauve pink, and it is so, so pretty. And I think with the added white text, it is just gonna be a beautiful shirt. Okay, so I have my heat press set at 330 for 30 seconds. Now I could just about get this whole design in one press. I do have a 9x9 press, so it just about fits, but just to play it safe, I am going to heat this in 2 sections. So I'm simply going to just kind of focus on this left side. I will press it for the 30 seconds and then slide it over. And then we will just let that go for another 30 seconds. I'm just gonna move this up just a little because I noticed that D was popping out of the top. And obviously I want to make sure I'm getting heat everywhere. And then just kind of looking at this side here, it looks like it laid down perfectly, so that is great. And before I give that a chance to cool down, I'm just going to simply flip my whole shirt over and just press this for about 30 seconds from the back, just to give it a little more heat, but not put it directly on the iron-on itself. I like to just take this extra step just to make sure that I get really, really nice adhesion on my design. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove our heat press mat. And I'm just going to lay this on my desk here for just a moment and let all of that heat come out. And then let's flip this back over and remove our liner. Okay, so I have one little spot up here that is definitely gonna need some more heat on that L. But that's really the only spot I see that needs any additional heat. So just bringing back in my heat press mat, I will also bring in a piece of wax paper. And since I'm only focusing right on this top piece of the L, I'm just gonna bring in my Easy Press Mini. It's actually still warming up to medium, but as it does that, I'm just going to just give this L a little bit of extra attention here and make sure I really get that down nice. Okay guys, and here is how my shirt came out. I think it is so, so cute. She is going to absolutely love it. If there is one thing I know about my mother-in-law, it is she loves a good grandma shirt. So I know that these are always a winner in her book. I want to say thank you to everyone who tuned into my video today. I want to especially thank everyone who has been here since the beginning and has shown me nothing but love and support. I know that you guys are really wanting and anticipating content, and I promise I am really trying my best as much as I can to get content out. I just want to say thank you so much for supporting my videos when they do come out. I so, so wish that I could see you guys every single day, but unfortunately, that's not where I am right now.
But I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to be back soon. I don't know when exactly I'll be back, but I hope it's soon. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. I hope that you were inspired by something on my craft desk today. I hope that everyone has a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.